You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Wir haben ein neues Intro. Ihr habt es gesehen. Es sind die Farben der Munich Ravens, der Vienna Vikings und einfach moderne Neonfarben.
Miami und so weiter.
Miami Beach, wie man auf unseren Pirates Cove Shirts erkennen kann. Where's yours? Are you blacked out? Herzlich willkommen. Es ist Montagabend und es ist Pirates Cove Zeit. Wir sind wieder zurück am Dampfer. Wir sind wieder fit. Also eigentlich ich, weil ich war der Grund dafür, dass wir letzte Woche abgesagt haben, weil ich und alle meine ganzen Familienmitglieder waren krank. Deswegen ist letzte Woche die Show ausgefallen, weil Max, du hast dich nicht getraut alleine.
Ja, ich bin technisch gesehen nicht sonderlich hilfreich. Das macht der Paul alles da mit dem Setup. Ich sprich ein bisschen, stelle unsere Gäste vor. Und
Das
das
bin ich
war's.
auch gleich.
Ja, genau wie er.
Ja, aber jetzt sind wir wieder zurück und Max ist die sprechende Unterstützung und nicht nur die, also technische halt nicht, sondern die sprechende. Und wir haben einen Gast. We have a guest and we change it to English. It's Kyle Callahan. Max, you said you
Hello.
wanna
I wanted to
introduce
say
it.
it differently. I want to say it's
Okay.
the Callahan Kyle, because
The
that's how
Callahan
we
Kyle.
say it in Tirol.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Callahan Kyle.
The
Kyle,
Philip.
Kyle,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I saw it, especially when
You saw my.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
it with the little princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like last time when Sean was doing it and I was here and I was so excited to be on. I watched every episode. I was like a little boy, like, yeah, get in there.
Yeah, it is. There was a time when it was an honor to get invited.
Yeah.
Now it's routine. for
I
you.
think it's even part of the contracts now, right?
Mhm.
You have to
Yeah, I
appear
gotta do
every
it.
once in a while.
Yeah.
Can't talk about it.
Light up.
And yeah, no. Welcome to the show. It's your second time you're here.
Thank you. I really appreciate the invite and I'm very, very happy to be here.
Cool. We have a lot to talk about. Mainly about ELF topics, but also about some news around the club. But first question of the night. Carl, how are you doing? How was your day?
I'm doing pretty well. I worked in the morning and then my honey, she made the greatest chili con carne. So I
Don't
went hard on that.
don't poop.
A lot of beans. So sorry. Okay, no, and then my son had gymnastics practice till 7:30 and now I'm here.
Great.
So I had a great day.
Max, how was your day? And
My
maybe
day was-
also how was your weekend?
My day
You-
was awesome. My weekend was even more awesome than that. We went skiing and partying a little bit, and we had family get-togethers. Super productive, and I'm not tired at all today.
No, you look
fit.
you look fit and fresher than ever.
Hey Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing also great. Cause it's the first day I'm actually back at full health. Last week was horrible. It was maybe the worst week of my life, my father life, because I only slept about 3 hours per night. When the kids are sick and They can't breathe and can't
Wifey
sleep.
was also sick.
Wifey was sick. Everybody
Ooh,
was
everybody.
sick. So it was the horror week. But you know, there's always an end. There's also always light at the end of the tunnel.
Always.
And
you always got to look on the positive side of it.
Exactly. And the positive side was that there was no positive side.
Did you not even lose some weight?
I always lose weight because I don't have time to eat. No, but I'm fine. I'm happy, and yeah, I am still a little bit hyped about our yesterday's announcement about our new quarterback, the new sheriff in town. That's the title of the show.
Yeah, I was very excited as well.
Huh?
It was a long process, but I'm really happy with who we got.
Yeah, and we will talk later about it. But first, we're gonna talk about news around the club. There are not so many because everybody is kind of in off season and preparation time. The kids, the football kids, are all in the gym. They are lifting or running.
Men.
The men's are too. They are also lifting and running. Our flag team is practicing a little bit outside, but there's no season, obviously. And our cheer and our dance team are preparing for the championships in the spring. And so everybody is just
And
practicing.
Performing at basketball games.
And of course, performing at our basketball teams, because the basketball teams are the only teams who are in season. And that's my next point. We had a great game last Saturday. You guys missed something really great. Our gym was sold out.
For real?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had our friends there from Slovenia. They played all our youth teams, and we played their youth teams, obviously. And no, it was a great day, great basketball night. And at the end, this was a high-scoring game from our men's team,
Okay.
113 to 106 or something, against against Mattersburg. And we are still on a winning streak. And yeah,
What's the table look like?
what does it mean?
Bellet.
We are first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they?
So we are going. We are going for the championship this year, and our Slovenian trio,
Triple threat.
triple what?
Threat.
Triple threat is doing really well, and it was nice to see them. There was the last score of the night was LAU slam dunk, and if you want
It's
to,
always the exclamation point.
yeah, it's like game over.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that, you have to check out the Instagram profile of Goran, our photographer of the basketball team. You can find it on social media, or I maybe post it later. It's a really cool video. He filmed it, and you see, like, I think it was Jerne who passed it to Giga, and Giga just boom.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't see that often
No.
in second league in
That's awesome.
in Europe.
They tried it the game before.
Exactly, they tried it the game before and they completely missed it.
Yes.
And then, yeah, last Saturday it worked out.
And they have a game this Saturday.
Yeah,
right?
but not here.
Not here.
Not here. They have the last game before Christmas break. They are playing the Mistelbach Mustangs away, and then the next home game is on the 6th or 7th of January. And they are doing really good, and it's really cool to see how they develop, and
It's exciting.
it's exciting. No, it's really exciting because they might win the championship this year.
Kyle, did you play?
Basketball?
Yeah. In school?
Oh,
College?
yeah, I played till my freshman year in high school, and then I just played for fun. I wasn't very good.
Okay, but did you keep up doing two sports? Or...
Yeah, I played baseball.
Okay.
Played baseball and football, and then figured I wasn't very good at any sport. And I figured, well, I guess I'll just do football because I love it the most.
And then you figured out you weren't good as player, and then you
Yeah,
said,
exactly.
let's start coaching, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's your story. For the people who don't know you, there was already one show with you where we portrayed you a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, you can find it. You can find it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Just write exclamation mark Ausrufezeichen YouTube into the chat, and then the link pops up, and then you click it, and then you go on our YouTube channel, and then you scroll through all the Pirates Cove, and then you can find the show with Kyle, where you can learn more about him, about your athletic career, about your time in Europe. But since 2014, you're a coach.
Yes.
Yeah. And you were the quarterback wide receivers coach. And in 2020, you became the offensive coordinator.
Yes.
And this year, you were the assistant coach of the year for the ELF.
I was.
So I think
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
it's worth a clap, or maybe two.
Thanks.
That's enough.
That was enough.
That's enough.
Don't overdo it.
And if you want to know more about that, Sean once did a podcast video about German humor. That was a great example of that.
Yeah, see, we're still supporting you.
You think he's in the chat?
I don't know.
I would love to have him.
Maybe
in the chat.
he has to work.
Yeah, we love that guy.
That's why we also have the Munich Ravens colors.
Yeah.
But
It's
we
okay.
we have them longer.
We still support him secretly.
no
in
we
our
don't.
own way.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
All right, go Raiders.
Go, yeah, exactly. Go Raiders. If you guys have questions or want to know more about Kyle, just write it into chat, and we will answer every question. But for the moment, we skip your details about your personality.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Exactly. Barakus wrote it into the chat.
Ah, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. See, we're thinking alike, baby.
Yeah. But we want to talk about our latest signings. And since the last show is 2 weeks ago, let's start with let's talk about all the last signings.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. Max, our last guests were Daniel Saurer and Simon Riedel, and
Talking about the future.
we talked about the future, and we already knew it. What's
Yes,
Cameron, we
we were
didn't-
lying into your faces.
yeah, we were
We
lying.
knew about it and we didn't tell you.
Yeah, we knew about it,
And we're not even sorry.
But Simon Riedel is our new linebackers coach.
Let's go.
We all played with him.
Yes.
I think he was a great linebacker, and he proved it, especially in youth and in the national team, that he's a good coach. Kyle, what do you think about the fact that he is coming out of our own, let's say, system and now becomes a coach? How important is that?
I mean, it's huge because he already knows what kind of culture we wanted to build. He knows exactly, the message of Kevin, and he knows the system, and he does a really good job. I mean, he's a great guy. He's very prepared. He's very meticulous in the way that he goes about things. No, I mean, all the guys love him. They love being around him. He's a great teacher. So I'm more than excited to have him on board.
Mm-hmm. Max?
Yeah, he's also pretty dedicated. Even though if it's all still the off season, he expects all ELF and AFL linebackers to work on fundamentals. So he works with them once a week, and it's really just read steps and just basic movement. And because I talked to him, and he said no, he also invited, because he helps out with the AFL linebackers for the moment, but he also invites the ELF guys, and he expects them to come as well. So
Vice versa.
Exactly. No, that's awesome. That's Simon.
And in a time where it wouldn't be necessary, right? So
Yeah.
we are in December in the complete off season.
Rattle.
Balu is asking about the level of play calling in the ELF. We might answer that later.
The
So
level of play.
play calling, maybe in comparison to AFL, or maybe
I
what
saw.
you was
Yeah.
used to have at college, or
Mm-hmm.
what you know from the States. But we will answer that maybe later when we go about general topics. That was Simon Riedel. No, that's really cool, and we also want to thank Ryan Newell and Thomas Walter on that way. Both coaches left us and are going to coach for the Munich Ravens. But they did a good job this year. Nice guys. We wish them all the best. We wrote it in our press release. So, Ryan and Thomas, if you're watching it, have a great time. We're gonna see you guys maybe sooner than later.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean they are from the
They're
Munich.
from Munich.
They are from the Munich area, and Ryan has family there.
Exactly.
So
No, it's perfect for them.
better fit, obviously. Okay, then a really important leader signed, Adrian Platzkummer. I think you in the press release, Kyle, your statement was about like that there's kind of a, I don't know if it's the right translation, but blind understanding between you both.
Yeah, I really think, me and him, I mean, he switched over to receiver and kind of the same time that I switched into the receiver coach role. And so we were able to build that relationship and build our understanding of one another through those years. And now, so long, what was it, 7 years or something like this, so long together that, I'm able to just look at him and we know exactly what we're thinking, and I trust in him fully, and having him out there, whether he's, 100% or not, it's like having another me out there being, a coach, and he's able to give me other eyes, and, he's got that strong ego where he wants to see everyone succeed. So, no, I mean, you can't ask for a better player and a better leader.
We both played with him. For me, Adrian was always this silent wide receiver general. He held the group together. He was leading by example. He was always prepared.
He holds everyone accountable.
Yeah. He was always demanding from us players, but also from coaches. So when something was not right, he was the first one to speak up, and if practice intensity was bad, he was the one to address it, and so he's really important for locker room.
Yeah, and great that he's back. Veteran receiver.
Always nice.
Another offensive guy, important player signed, offensive lineman Jeffrey Asada.
The Jeff, baby.
The Jeff.
Nah, this guy is amazing. I mean, I really think that he's really the glue that holds that O-line together.
He's such a positive, funny guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. Just look at him. He's always smiling. He's always having a great attitude. He goes to work 1,000% all the time. He gives everything he has. I mean, what was it, in 221? So, yeah, 2 years ago, he switched over from D-line and really jumped all the way in to play center. I mean, without him, we wouldn't even been able to dress a team in that year because Garrett got hurt and that was his first time doing it, and he did a heck of a job. I mean, and this guy he grows every practice, and it's amazing to see. I was kidding around, and we were talking about putting him at tight end, and it was like, I think this guy could do everything from, all the way on the outside, all the way in, and it's amazing.
Max, do you know Jeffrey?
I know him, but I didn't have the
Sorry
pleasure.
for the spectators and listeners. Jeffrey just joined the Raiders before the 2021 season. He played for the Schwarzhammers before, and we tried to get him every year. It was really like he's a really good Tyrolean football product.
Yeah, I mean, he's good at football. Put him at D-line, put him at O-line, maybe tight end. We'll see.
And you know what he did? He played basketball before he started football, so he's an athlete. Sorry,
Unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure of playing with him. I know him though. He's a super funny guy, super friendly. Can't say much more. I think I didn't really play against him when he played for Schwarz. Because
maybe not. Maybe in the Tyrol Cup.
Yeah, but I think the last Tyrol Cup I played in was 2011 or 12.
Okay, so
afterwards I was doing the DJ all the time.
Yeah. That's true.
So
killing it though.
Yeah, not safe for work tracks every once in a while. getting a call from him from the sideline.
Chill, bro.
You can't play this. You can't play that. That's a family occasion.
Yeah, Max the DJ, really famous in Tirol. What is your DJ name?
DJ Uf.
DJ Oof.
So the reverse foo.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we go.
Like the clever brand.
Yeah.
Yaden Tag.
Yeah, if you order DJ Fu on Wish, you get Max.
Yeah, you get DJ Oof.
You get DJ Oof.
Shout out DJ Foo.
He might be in the chat. He's watching. Maybe he's working.
Yeah.
Late shift.
You better be. If he's not watching.
Yeah, you better be working. Then a really important defensive coaching signing, Max. You as a defensive coach might say something about it. Malik Jackson, not really known here in Austria, but a long European history. And after Jack Ball, our former DC, or last season's DC, decided to go back to Berlin, we signed Malik Jackson to coach the defense as a coordinator and also DBs.
I wouldn't do him any honor if I would talk about it because I am not informed enough about him. I just went over his resume a little bit, and there were some interesting. I think Karlstad Crusaders. Am I right? Was his first.
I think his first stop in Europe.
Yeah, and he seems pretty wise. No, wise is probably
Wise man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we have enough knowledge in the club for me to be fully sure that they made the right decision.
Yeah.
Do you know about him a little bit more than I do?
I just talked to Coach Kevin about it, and he told me that he coached really long time. So I think the longest time he coached was in California for JUCO or high school, one of the best in the country, and he has a lot of experience in coaching DBs, and yeah, like you said, I mean, for Coach Kevin, who is a defensive coach, it was a long process. He told me he had a lot of interviews, and at the end he decided, okay, Malik Jackson is the best fit. Did you have the chance to talk to him?
A little bit. I mean, the guy brings a great energy. He brings a ton of experience. I think he's going to be able to help us on both sides of the ball, you know, for basically being a resource. You know, if I have any questions, he's able to answer me right away or give me, you know, feedback on what I'm doing or how I'm trying to attack people. He's going to really try to change the culture on the defense a little bit, you know, and I really like his vision. It's going to help Kevin a lot. I think be able to manage a little bit more and be able to be more involved in special situations during games. And, you know, I mean, Kevin's still going to have his 2 cents in the defense, but I think it's okay to say that we're in good hands.
Yeah. And yeah, if you want to know more about him and all about our other players we signed, you find all the press releases and news on our website. Just go there. Check it out. Okay, next one. We have a lot of guys.
I was thinking the same thing.
Change our culture of defense. More details available about that, Kyle.
Just bringing energy. I mean, the guy. We're not gonna change the culture of our team, but he's just gonna bring a little bit more different perspective on things. You know, bringing a different eyesight on things and bringing that different energy, bringing that different aura of, you know, teaching. And we had last year a D-line DC, you know, and it's going to be a little bit different when it's a skill DC.
It's a backfield,
you know,
yeah.
exactly. So that's what I mean by that.
Yeah. True. Because Jack was more box, and especially his speciality was obviously the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a new guy again for us, Sebastian Huber, an Austrian linebacker who started for the Salzburg Ducks a long time ago, then went to high school and then to the New Mexico Military Institute, also junior college. Then he came back, played for the Vikings. He's a champion.
Yeah.
So we got a champion now, and now he's playing for us. He's a linebacker. I just met him. I can't say anything about his football skills. I didn't watch it, anything. He's a super nice guy. I think he's super motivated. And of course, if you bring US experience with you, and if you bring experience from a winning championship team, yeah, that only can help. That's my opinion.
Of course. Smart kid, picks up things fast. Moved down here to study.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give our linebackers great depth.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to have him.
Yeah. Max, did you already saw him or met him?
No, I just followed him on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I've seen that he's already been to the slopes, so he's already assimilating Tyrolean culture. So
That's great. So he will never leave
Yeah.
again. We just have to find him a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then and then check next one in the prison, in the Tyrolean Raiders prison, because this is how we do
This
it.
is not a prison.
no, it's
It's not a prison. It's a
gulag.
It's oh, what is it? It's a paradise.
You can always come
Obviously,
back.
it's a paradise.
Yeah.
It's only a paradise. And he has a great haircut.
Oh,
The
it was
mullet.
amazing.
The Fokuhila is coming back, and there are more and more young kids wearing the thing you normally only know from trailer parks in
Or
Alabama
AJ.
or from AJ Wendland. Shout out to our friend AJ.
Happy belated.
Uncle Charlie is asking, is it going to be difficult to compensate the Abgänge? What is that? Departures, the people who are leaving with only 6 E's. The focus is then on locals. I mean, it's just at the end it depends where you place these 6 E's and how important these players are. For the moment, we signed one. It's the offensive tackle Christian. No, is it Christian? Steven. Sorry, Steven Nielsen. More are coming, and it's, I don't know. I think I would say in some countries, let's say, or in one country in Germany, it's going to be obviously harder. I think because the German talent, you know what I mean. So because there were also ideas to have 6 E's, but one offensive lineman. Thomas Köstling from Frankfurt brought it up because local offensive linemen.
Of course, it's a great idea.
And that's the most difficult thing. So what I think is, over the league, you're gonna see a lot of European, or even maybe some teams are going with US offensive linemen on certain positions.
No, it's tough, and that's why. I mean, I'm not gonna speak out of turn or anything, but that's why this will never be able to go all domestic. Anywhere, you know what I mean?
Maybe not. I mean, I can't
and have the same product.
Yeah.
What I mean, and because it's really hard. I mean, Germany, all the teams that they have, and just filling them with what you need, 10 to 12 to go into a season.
But we talked about it in the show. Köstling said it. If you have 8 teams, and let's say you go with 8, you need 64 really good German offensive linemen, and I'm not sure if there are 64 really good offensive. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, so that means how many for the 2 Austrian teams?
16.
16. Is there 16 really good Austrian offensive line talent?
I would say it's maybe closer than the 64.
I mean, there's probably like there's 2 for sure from here that are in the States. I mean, Bernhard's now playing for Colts.
He might not.
You know what I mean? It's like those guys are all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, it makes sense. I mean, that would be the best way to do it. 6 E's plus 1
offensive
special for O-line.
But for this year, it's the 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is what it is. You gotta go get your homegrowns, your domestics, and then fill your holes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then the latest and newest and maybe most demanded news was our quarterback Christian Strong. And Kyle, you as
Demanded news.
yeah, there were people
Yeah.
like on social media, hey,
For the past 5 weeks, who's gonna be the new
who's the
quarterback?
quarterback? Who's the quarterback? Where's the quarterback?
Well, now you know.
It's Christian Strong.
Dang.
I read somewhere that Christian Strong has also got a British passport. Does he still count as an A import? Do Canadians generally count as A imports? Yes, they do. It depends where you started playing football, and it's the US, Canada, Mexico, and I think even Japan. If you started playing football there, regardless your nationality, you count as A.
Everywhere where there's a collegiate system.
High school college.
Yeah, because that's why Japan is also included because they have the big university league.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And it doesn't matter if he has a British passport or not. He is going to be a spot player. But yeah, Christian Strong. Kyle, tell us something about him.
The first time I talked to him, I was very happy. Let's put it that way, just because of the way that he presented himself and his motivation and understanding of wanting information. You know, I really like that when someone asks questions and really wants to learn and really want to absorb information. I really like that. So like that was kind of just the first talk we had, and I really, really enjoyed it. No, the guy's smart. He's easy to talk to. It was really important for me that, you know, it's someone that I can work very close to, and he's looking, you know, to be in the office all the time. I mean, he's not looking to come out here, the European
Holiday
go
party.
travel around.
Yeah.
It's not a paid vacation. The guy's taking it serious. He wants to be a winner, and I respect that, obviously. And no, I really think that it's gonna be it's a good pick for us. Just the way that he conducts himself, he understands what his role will be. You know, the first few months when he gets here in May, and he'll understand that as it goes on, where he kind of fits, because obviously he's not going to come into I think it's different for our culture here in Innsbruck. You know, the imports are going to come in and just like be like a leader right away. You know what I mean? They got to integrate into the already defined culture, and where there's already so much leadership going on, that, you know, he's really just got to put his head down, go to work, come in and day out, push the guys, push himself, and have a great understanding of what we want to do, and just get things done. You know what I mean? And I'm going to expect nothing less, and that's what I want. So Christian is going to be a great pickup for us, and he's going to drive this team where it needs to go.
And he already is also bringing some chemistry with him, right?
Yeah, so we also picked up Jarvis. They played college together. They've been playing, I don't know, what was it, like 7, 8, 9, 10 years together already. So it's really nice too that, you know, you're getting another.
And they're working out together at the moment in the States.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, they had some workouts together with, you know, XFLs and all this other stuff, and you know, it's really nice when you can, you know, bring in a guy that, you know, just kind of teach him, but the two already have their chemistry together, and they know where they're going to be, and they know how they kind of think, and now you just got to get that down with the Austrian kids or the Austrian men, you know, and then we're gonna be rolling.
But you do see the similarities, right? When you came here with Talib.
Yeah, it's same like me and Talib. I mean, we played a whole season together, won a Euro Bowl with the Adler, Schuan, and we came here, and it was awesome. I mean, sometimes, you know, Talib was one of those guys where he was just so good that sometimes it was kind of like he just kind of did his own thing. But I knew where he was going to be, and I knew exactly what he was going to do because I was used to that sporadicness or the spontaneous, you know, actions of Talib. And yeah, I mean, it's a totally different feel when you have chemistry already when you just come into a new team with someone, you know.
There, before we go into the questions from the chat, I want to pick up a little bit this maybe the comments or the, let's say, the, how you say it, like what I read between the lines on the internet. Of course, people are thinking a lot about the replacement of Sean. You know, they compare maybe now Christian with Sean. Was it in the process of recruiting and watching quarterbacks, was it important for you to let's say get a second Sean, or was it just okay, we just look for a quarterback who could fit in your system?
Yeah, so I mean, with me and Sean, we worked really, really tight together. I mean, we worked side by side for 7 years,
Yep.
and you know, we kind of evolved this passing game that we want always try to talk about, and you know, it was really nice because we were on the same page all the time, you know. So, but I there's a lot of pros into what he did as a player. You know, he could move the pocket, he could move around, he made the throws, he could get the ball out quick. You know, he's sneaky athletic, Sean. And I mean, of course, I'm gonna look for someone similar because that's kind of where this offense took off.
Yeah.
You know, when he was, what was it, 19, 20? Well, in 20 we didn't play, but 21 we had all the injuries or whatever, and then in 22 this year we were pretty dang straightforward, and we were just a little machine except for some hiccups here and there. And no, I mean, obviously you try to find similarities, right? But I'm really excited for the new opportunity to work with someone else, and you know, for the different perspective on what we already do as an offense. And I obviously, when I, like you said, when I'm recruiting a guy, am I gonna, you know, there was two ways I could either go. Am I gonna go look for a Sean or Sean Shelton #2 or whatever, or am I gonna go back to where I'm like super comfy and get a dual threat kind of guy, you know, like a real dual threat? And I was torn between both, and I went the way of what my gut felt.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to do. So I really think that we made the best decision for us as an offense and an organization.
Yeah, sounds good. I talked to him also a little bit, and he's also super proud, like he said in his announcement, that he's the first Canadian quarterback in the European League of Football.
That's interesting.
That's cool. And there's an interesting side story also about Christian, that he was supposed to play for the German Knights.
Yeah, the Hanover Knights, right?
The Hanover Knights. So this was a franchise who was supposed to play in the ELF last year.
And this is also a big reason of why we like him, why I like him so much, because he's already
approved by somebody.
He's like someone that I really respect.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna do it, then I will approach him, right? And they also, you know, they were about to play a season, so he was in the playbook and blah blah blah. And obviously, you know, a lot of our terminology with Lee is from where I learned most of my stuff from, is similar. So when he looks at it first glance, and he's already in it, you know, so that's important too, because he has to learn the whole system within, you know, a couple months.
Yeah. Great. So also from this side, Christian, if you're watching, or if you maybe watch it then on YouTube or listen it on Spotify, welcome again to the Raiders. We are all super happy, and we can't wait to welcome you here in person.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Just play, babe.
let's go into the questions. There were a
Yes.
couple ones. So it started about, because people were talking in the chat about that Frankfurt is our new opponent because they took all of our players. They took two. It was Liggins and Tony Anderson. And then now people were discussing about Liggins' talent. And of course, Liggins as a former NFL player and super good guy, super player. But sometimes in life and in sports, there are decisions to make, not only from the franchise or the coach, but also from the players. There's no bad feelings at all, not
No.
with Frankfurt, not with Liggins or Tony Anderson.
I feel like taking someone is probably the wrong expression for
No,
it.
it's a free agent
It's
market.
a free agent market, yeah.
That's why also we announce now all our players again, because technically it's a free agent market.
And it's their decision to play for us again.
And we, yeah, like I said, that's the nature of the game, right?
Of course.
And maybe some players are coming to us from other teams, like it already happened with Sebastian Huber. So there's
Sure.
movements in the league all over the place.
And it's crazy.
It's really crazy how many players are
Exactly.
rotating, and yeah.
No, I mean, Frankfurt picked up great guys. I mean, Jamalcolm is they're both long corners, and, you know, they're super athletic, and, you know, sometimes maybe their eyes get wrong and they get beat, but I mean, you're not going to go test them 50 times a game. You know what I mean? So they're guys you got a game plan around. Jamalcolm is a crazy athlete. You know, Tony is a crazy athlete too. And they're going to have great corners over there. So
Right.
good job.
Elias asked a good question. Was it clear to you right from the start of the offseason that you wanted to go with an US receiver this season and not with an US running back like we had last year?
Yeah, so I mean, if we can go into it. So like last year, you know, Bonatti was kind of questionable if he was going to be able to be healthy or whatever, and we were pretty solid at the receiver spot. And so we made a decision, yeah, let's go get an American running back. Obviously, that makes sense, right? And now Bonatti proves that he can carry the load, him and Hazy, and, you know, we're going to pick up another one, and maybe even one more. So we'll be pretty deep at that position. And last year, you know, it was a big learning curve, I think, for coaching staffs, for us as a coaching staff, us as an organization. And obviously, we need a guy that, you know, can be special.
Yeah.
A guy that's going to push vertical. He's going to do everything. He's going to be the poor man's Deebo Samuel in Europe, and he's going to kill it.
And he was the leading receiver in the
GFL, yes.
GFL.
Yeah, and he matches exactly what I like to do. I like to move guys around. I like to, you know, if anybody's watching.
Then...
So, yes, we knew we were going receiver.
And yeah, Enrico Martini just tuned in. Former player of us, now living in Vienna. Hi, Enno.
Can I be on your show?
He also has a Twitch show tomorrow with football.
Can we host each other? Something like that?
Yeah, maybe there's maybe someday.
Maybe.
If Enno wants, you know, Enno is in.
I can even go incognito if you want to.
Then Gurke mit dem Gürkchen, thank you for your subscription. Then Barakus is asking, did you miss the vertical stretch of the field last year, or do you think an US receiver will set new limits at your pass play calling?
Yeah, so if you watched any of our games or know anything about us, you know that Yannick was supposed to be Yannick Meyer, the guy that just signed with Stuttgart. And Fabian Abfalter is also a guy that can get vertical. You saw that they were injured most of the year. Hey, Sandy. And so you saw that our guys that are going to push vertical weren't there, you know? And then we have, you know, little Mighty Mouse and Adrian. Well, Mighty Mouse is Marco Schneider. Greatest all-around football player in the league.
Rookie of the year.
No, yeah. Anyway, and yeah, you just, I mean, Hound is gonna give you that a little bit, but you know, when you don't have a guy that can push, you know, like we didn't really have towards the end of the season, obviously, you know, we learn from that and we move on. But obviously, when Yannick was in, you saw what he can do. He's special and he can run with the football. He can get vertical, and you know, Stuttgart's gonna have a nice little guy in there.
Yep.
Just stay healthy, Yannick.
Balu is asking if it was coincident that Strong and McClain played together, or did it was planned that we gave Christian known for him receiver to his side?
No, actually, it wasn't. I was really hard going after another guy, and yeah, we came across Jarvis's film. I mean, obviously, I see Jarvis, and you know, you see AJ when you're watching Cologne Crocodiles film, and you know, and they spark. You know that you watch them, and you're like, man, who's that? You know, you're not watching Christian anymore when you're watching it. You know, you're watching AJ and Jarvis, basically.
Yep.
Aaron Jackson,
Who
the guy
is
that's
the-
signed with Berlin,
Berlin.
special talent.
Yep.
And then you start to do some digging and try to figure things out. And you know, after losing Yannick, then we made the switch that we need that more versatile guy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So zufällig war es nicht.
Yeah.
Zufällig.
Yeah.
Nice German. Should we switch into German now?
That's
Sure.
that's the beauty of it. Kyle is actually fluent in Tirolian,
Yeah.
but you struggle with Hochdeutsch, right?
Yeah.
Gorka is asking, is there any consideration for having an American tight end tackle with the second spot? We have two Americans on our offense
What's
already.
second spot?
There is no second spot. You might miss the signing of Jarvis McClain, right receiver, and obviously yesterday Christian Strong.
We will have our tight end tackles. So just wait for that
Yeah.
post.
There are a lot more news coming. Good news. Really good news. Okay, I would say we jump back to the question from the beginning about the play calling. Balu, maybe you could say about something about it. The level of play calling.
Do you mean like the preparation of the whole thing, or calling in, like in-game plays? I mean, I really think that level is the same everywhere. You know, you prepare the same.
You set the level, right?
He said level.
No,
No,
you
you-
set the level. Like
Oh yeah,
you
I
set
mean,
the level.
yeah,
If
we
you-
set the level of what we want to achieve and how we want to attack people, and you know, obviously it's always nice, well and dandy when you know exactly what you plan for works, you know, but obviously you got to adjust on the fly sometimes and have those adjusters. You know, he makes an adjustment, then we make an adjustment, da ba 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 ba. You know, so it's kind of like a chess match, and I really think that, you know, calling plays on any level is pretty similar on what you want to do.
And of course, if you have unexperienced coaches, offensive coordinators in a youth team, of course, the level of play calling and maybe the complexity,
Complexity. Yeah.
the
Yeah. Genau, yeah.
this word, is maybe lower than in a semi-pro or even in the NFL, where also the opponent, the DC, is coming with completely different things than on lower leagues.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're going to be prepared for what that team is giving you. You know, if he's giving me, you know, this, and this coverage most of the time, you know, and then in certain situations he's giving me this and blitzing here, or give me different fronts and blah, blah, blah. You know, you got to be ready for those situations. And then you also need to be ready for those situations, you know, maybe after the first quarter he jumps into a totally different thing, or this situation you planned for, but he's doing this to it to try to counter what we were doing, you know. So it's something where you just got to kind of go back and forth and kind of feel each other out in the first quarter and kind of see how it's going.
Yeah, then Sandro Blatzkummer tuned in. Hi, Sandy. Nice that you are here.
Tough loss yesterday.
Yeah, really tough. But the
they're
Eagles are going
pretty good.
They are gonna do it. I bet €5 now that the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Is somebody going with me or against me?
I
I'm
go
focused
against
on
you.
the odds
Okay.
are favorable for you. I mean, you don't even have to say.
I said the Bills from the last year that the Bills are gonna win.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
The Eagles have to win. If they don't, you win.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why.
Well, I still say the Bills.
So then Enno is saying, Enno Martini, who has his show tomorrow on the football channel, is asking for, or is saying we should do a collaboration. Yeah, Enno, let's talk about it. Maybe in the new year after Christmas. Okay, Balu. €5 against me. Ich gehe mit, also jetzt 5-5.
I'll
Oh,
send you my IBAN.
it's called PayPal.
Oh,
nowadays.
PayPal. I'll send you my PayPal.
Uncle Charlie is asking if the teams are allowed, when a team is coming together with the imports. Yes, in May, it's by rule allowed that all the American imports are coming to the teams and then they practice all together. Our local guys obviously already practicing in the gym. And like Max told at the beginning, with the linebackers, for example, some individual workouts. And we, at the moment, since we do not know this exact schedule and our group, we have no idea. There is no and no yes about a preseason game because we don't know yet how the
I mean, there's talks and whatever, and
Yeah,
that's
but-
just what it is, talks.
Yeah.
And there's no,
there's no and no yes.
yeah, and they say it's, yeah.
Okay, then we are already, it's almost an hour already. I have a couple more news for you guys. In the next days, there are going to be the announcement for the season passes for the AFL, for the ELF, and obviously for the new team, our Division 3 team, our Team 3. And we're gonna post all this. There gonna be also some specials for you guys. So if you're gonna have a season pass, you're gonna have some extras this year. Then there's also going to be an Xmas last year call special thing for our shop. So if you want to get some merchandise, maybe wait a couple more days and then you get something special. And
Are we giving out gifts for Christmas?
that's now my next
Oh, that's awesome.
next thing. We're gonna have a Christmas show. Max and myself and maybe some guests, and it's gonna be longer than just this hour.
That's what we need you for. We need your Christmas wishes. We want you to participate by asking what you want us to do or what you want us to talk about, to do, to play, I don't know.
Or not do.
Or not do.
Or not do what
Who
you
to
got,
invite.
who to invite. Just send us messages or write it in our Discord channel. Just be active in there or send me messages. I'm in control of our Twitch channel. You can send private messages also on Twitch. Send us your ideas. We do not know the date yet because next Monday there's our general assembly of our football club of the SWARCO Raiders Tirol, where Max and myself are going to be part of. So it's not going to be next Monday. There is a highly possibility about the Friday, the 23rd of December, so the day before Christmas. And we're gonna have some giveaways. We might play some games, we might have some guests, but if you have some ideas, just send it in. We have enough time to prepare it.
But there's definitely giveaways.
Yeah, we have, for example,
We're giving away Kyle's head.
No.
I have
Not
still
this one.
some used gloves from my career. So if you want to have them, they are still not washed.
Great.
It's the best.
I'm taking those, baby.
Baloo has one question. If we are following the sales for the championship game, I follow them. I don't know if you guys follow them.
What?
The sales for the championship game in
Is it
Duisburg.
looking good?
looking awesome.
They're already sold out.
Not sold out, but over 11,000 tickets are already sold.
Snap.
What's the capacity again?
28.
Nice.
And it's gonna be cool. If this game is going to be sold out, it's gonna be the best Europe ever saw. No matter which teams are in there. I think that's
Well, we're gonna try our best to get up in
no,
there.
we are going to be there.
No, yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal. I mean, if not, we should not do what we do.
True.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
that's the goal. Max, that's it, huh? Did I forgot anything?
No, but I think you're still gonna talk about the playlist and
Yeah, of course. Our playlist.
I don't think you forgot anything. But Kai was already super nervous before the show, and he was
Oh yeah, because I
struggling
forgot.
to come up with
Yeah,
But now you know one song.
yeah, of course.
So we are doing the songs of the day, and we start with Kylie, our guest.
I go Blake Shelton,
Blake.
God's Country.
That's
Goods.
Goods.
1-0 too much.
Yeah.
God's Country from
Yeah.
Blake Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good song.
Check it out on Spotify. Playlist.
Oh, where is it here? There. Pirates Cove.
In the Pirates Cove, Spotify.
We are going to share the link in a second. Max, what's your song?
I'm gonna go with a new classic, on the
New
floor,
classic.
on the floor by J-Lo and Pitbull.
What? Why?
On the floor.
Just because
You have Max.
I'm
Max.
Can that be our outgoing song?
No, we can't play it because for copyright reasons, you know,
Ah,
then we
okay.
get striked by Twitch. But Max, you listen to a lot of music. You know a lot of music. You know a lot of good music.
Yes.
And now you come up with On the Floor from J-Lo and Pitbull.
I've watched
awesome.
the documentary
On the
about
floor.
the halftime show
Okay?
from J-Lo and Shakira.
Okay.
And like this song really grew on me when I watched that. Like, it was cool.
Okay.
And also wanna mess with your algorithm a lot.
Okay.
That's why I always come up with
I
so much different stuff.
I would love to put a whole album on the playlist, but I can't. But because it's the new album from Sido. It's a really good album, but it's a sad topics because
That's awesome. I love sad topics.
no, he was in rehab
Yeah.
because he was really drug addicted, and this whole album is really good
Goes
because
through like his whole depressive side.
exactly and about his whole all his problems, and there's a song called.
What's the album called?
The album is called Power
Yeah,
because
no shit. That's why I want to put it up there.
Damn, Paul.
nah,
You're not
Alright.
about the topics. You're just about
no,
you're putting your
You just
name
gotta
up
let me
on
know.
display.
All right, if you need some help.
no.
I'm gonna make a.
But his real name is Paul.
I know.
So and he struggles with his personality because he was always Sido, and now he is
Still, see.
and he's still Sido, but
Still rich.
yeah.
Still Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an album called Philip, and then you're gonna play me the whole time.
Which one you gonna go with?
Zwischen den Wolken, between
Okay, I like it.
between the
Good song.
what is Wolken,
Clouds.
Clouds.
and it's on the Pirates Cove. It's
Between
really
the clouds.
between the clouds. And and if you want to listen to this awesome 8-hour 44-minute playlist, then go on Spotify. Here is the link and follow our playlist. And also do not forget to follow our Pirates Cove podcast. Now you might listen to it, but if you do not have the chance to watch it in live or watch it on YouTube, you can listen it on Spotify. You can find also the link. That's good. Where's the link? Where do I get the link as quick as possible? Maybe from Spotify, but I will share it with you in a second. Pirates Cove. There it is. The Pirates Cove podcast. There. Yeah. So here it is. Yeah, that's it. Next week it's the last show of the year.
No, next week isn't. Oh,
Next week is the last show of the year.
just not
'Cause
next
then it's-
Monday.
Not Monday, maybe Friday.
So my
Maybe.
honey said, she was like, next week's Christmas, right? I'm like, whoa.
Huh?
It is?
Yeah. You already bought the Christmas gifts?
They're on the way.
They're on the way. Mr. Amazon.
Do you, you have to buy them yourself?
What?
There's the Kisskind for the.
Well, I mean, Santa Claus brings me my present.
Okay.
But he only brings one.
But you're not.
But I already wrote my letter to Santa.
Your wish list.
Yeah. So I hope I get one on those.
Ah, you just got two. And I know that.
No, I
that
bought other ones for my honey and my son, and hopefully Jaden gets his what he wished for from Santa Claus.
I hope so too.
So, it was great. See you next week for the Christmas show. And last words of tonight, Kylie.
Thank you guys for having me.
Always.
It was a blast. It's very, very cold in Tirol.
Oh, yes.
I think I woke up, it was -15.
Yeah.
So, dress warm, stay safe, and thanks again. But always, always be prepared.
Never not prepared.
Max, your last words to the audience.
Thanks for tuning in once more, and yeah, see you next week sometime. I don't know when exactly, and write your wish lists.
Exactly. Write your wish list and send it to us. And then from my side, I would also want to thank you guys. It was a great night. It was a nice show. Kylie, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It was spontaneously. It was really
Yeah.
nice. And again, thanks to all you guys for all the support. Please be active on social media. That helps us a lot. And check everything out for our season passes and merchandising and
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see us next week, and we have some gifts for you guys. Some used gloves, or maybe some used. Do you have something used? No, we don't. We also have new stuff for you guys. Maybe we have something new, and we let some guys sign it, and we get some souvenirs. But yeah, that's next week, Christmas. We want to give away.
I mean, Paul's got enough, merchandise in the back there. We can give away some shirts and stuff, huh?
Yeah, maybe some shirts, maybe some autographs from players.
Perfect.
Maybe
I would love one.
what?
A signed poster.
Signed by who?
Wilma.
Signed by me.
No,
Have a
from
nice evening.
Tobias Uhl.
From Tobias Uhl. Okay, signed.
Yeah. But like those, this might sound weird, but like those firefighter calendars?
Yeah.
I know.
I really think the O-line should do that.
like a new
Like,
one.
With the straps and
Yeah,
the boots.
yeah.
And Uhl would be freaking awesome in that.
Yeah. Or maybe we take the
And
athlete.
And we can add Paul in the Pirates Cove. And we can add Max.
Yeah.
You guys can be special December.
Yeah, where you wear clothes.
The cozy firefighters.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for.
All right.
That's enough. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a nice week. See you soon. Enjoy your time with your family. Don't work too much. And yeah, it's Christmas. See ya.
Ciao.
Bleibt gesund. Ciao, Kakao.